First principles. Elon has been a very vocal public advocate of his belief in first principles thinking.
I think it's also important to reason from first principles rather than by analogy. It's kind of mentally easier to reason by analogy rather than from first principles. But by first principles is kind of a physics way of looking at the world. And what that really means is you kind of boil things down to the most fundamental truths and say, okay, what are we sure is true or as sure as possible is true? And then reason up from there. That takes a lot more mental energy.
First principles thinking revolves around examining problems and then breaking them apart into their core components and assumptions. One is then supposed to challenge those assumptions to determine if they are indeed true or if there are ways to change the dynamic. This allows people to examine and re-examine their core assumptions, dictating the purview of their thinking. Oftentimes we realize the core assumptions are actually wrong, and this changes the way you look at things,